Okay, so Mom told me that you were studying trees and plants in school. And my friend at work taught me a vocabulary game that I thought would really help you learn some of those new tricky vocabulary words.
That's great, because I'm having some trouble figuring out all the tricky words for plants.
Yeah, new science words can be really hard. So you ready to play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go first.
I have a picture of seed, so I'm guessing that would go in the seed pile.
I think you're right. The small part of a flowering plant that is capable of growing into a new plant if you put it in dirt and remember to water it. What do you think that is?
I think it's a seed.
Excuse me.
We are the parts of the flowers that attract insects and pollinators. I would say that has to be the petal because it's the most colorful.
I think you're right. We are the most colorful parts of a flower. Well, you just used the word colorful about petals, but we also have the vocabulary word flower. What do you think makes more sense?
I think the flower because it has more colors.
But what if we decide to do with one of these cards if it's at all confusing?
Put it out of the game.
Put it out of the game. You want to rip it up?
I'll just crumble it up.
Okay. Great. Your turn.
I have a picture of a flower, but there's an arrow pointing to one of the petals. I think that's called the petal.
Puppies blank into dogs. Kittens blank into cats. That would be grow.
I know that I grow, because I'm a baby, I grow into a kid.
Absolutely right. And what does a kid grow into?
An adult.
Absolutely right.
Seeds blank into plants if you remember to water them. I think I would go and grow. Excuse me, Jennifer.
You're excused. I like your manners. So I have one pile. How many piles do you have?
2.
Water and sunlight help plants to do this.
I think it would go and grow.
Thanks for the help. I think you're right. Excuse me, Clea.
You are excused. To increase in size or get bigger is to blank. I think it would go and grow. Excuse me, Jennifer.
You're excused. Rose, daisy, tulip, azalea are all examples of me.
I know what an azalea is because I have 2 in my front yard.
What is it?
It's a type of plantish flowery thing.
Thanks for the help. So I get this target word now.
I sound just like a very important ingredient in baking a cake, but I am spelled differently. I know that my mother uses flour to make my birthday cake. Excuse me?
Mom is quite the baker, isn't she? Okay. The little boy gave the girl he liked at school a blank for Valentine's Day. I think that would be flower.
I think so too.
Excuse me.
You are excused. I have here a picture of a flower. I think that would go with the flower. Excuse me, Jennifer.
You're excused. We fall off of tree branches in the winter. That would be leaves.
I know that leaves fall off trees in winter and fall, so I have a picture of 3 leaves. That would go in leaves. Excuse me, Jennifer.
How many piles do you have now?
4.
So who's winning?
Me.
My turn?
Yes.
Maybe I'll catch up. We change color depending on the season. In the fall, we might be orange or red.
I think that would be me.
I think you're right. Excuse me, Clea.
You are excused.
Thanks.
In the fall, you can break us into piles after we fall off the tree. think that would be blue. Excuse me, Jennifer.
Your excuse. Only 2 cards left. Before Halloween, I cut the pumpkin open and remove each blank from the inside. Next, I roast them in the oven.
I think that would toast.
I think you're right.
A sunflower blank can be very tasty. That would go in C.
We don't even have to count. Who's the winner? Thanks for playing with me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.